So I'm here in the field. We're rigging a 115 meter with this 90 meter segment of type 18 and extending it with another double type 18. I've already tucked the backup loops into the main on alternate sides and taped them in place. So now I take Grogs and I'll show how easy it is to put them together. So I've already made both of these Grogs so you can see the holes, and they want to kind of sit in this, like they're sitting with the Brummel made in the bag. And so it's pretty clear where they're going. So I'm going to put one side through each loop. So the Grog now goes through all 4 loops. There's one bend that's tighter than the other. That's the first hole I go through. I pull it all the way so this hole's through. And then because this one got spliced through, it's going to go through the other one. Beautiful. So that's a Brummel, okay? And now we have these 2 tails, and the tails are going to come back the way they came. And I was able to verify that the tails are a good length, that the shackle works well at home. I made it at home first, and that gives me this nice layout to work with. So on one side, the side that got spliced through first, you can splice right into there. So I can simply take my fid down, get as much as I can. You can see it's just a little tight on the sewn loops, but not bad. Bury this. Hopefully this is enough. Get it caught on my fid. Pull through and cinch it down. Sweet, that worked beautifully. Now on this side, there's no really even like hole like we had on the other. So we just take the closest pick that we can get the fid into. So I'm not gonna be able to get like all the way into the Brummel, but I'm able to get right there. Okay, so there's one pick there and one there. I can't get into that one, so I'm gonna get into that one. I'm gonna run the fid pretty much all the way to the other Brummel to make sure I don't snag any loose fibers pulling it out. One more berry. And cinch it down. That is one Grog. Cute. Through it, so let's do another one for completeness sake. So again, I'm going to go through both sewn loops with one side, both sewn loops with the other side. This time, my bigger bend is here, so I know I always go through that one first. This is nothing I did special at the beginning. All it is I made the Grogs once and they come out like that. So now the other hole gets the fid through it and the other strand goes through. Okay, I double check. We have a Brummel. Everything's good. So this strand is spliced through and then goes through the other one. This goes through the other one and it's then spliced through. Again, I'll start with the side that was spliced through first, and we have a big hole. And I just go straight through, make sure I don't catch any weird strands. Hopefully that'll be enough. You notice the tails aren't tapered, they're just cut at a 45-degree angle. The reason for that is these break not at the berry, but at the Brummel. Okay, gave myself enough room there. And again here, I'm gonna choose the closest pick. So this is too close to the Brummel. I'm not gonna be able to get the fit in well there, but I'm gonna pick this one right here. Next one down. I'm hitting the other Brummel right there, or the other berry I should say. So that should be enough. Pull it nice and tight. Milk it back through, make sure the whole thing gets milked in. There it is. 2 grogs. That's our full connection. What does the timestamp say?
5 minutes, 20 seconds.
Okay, 5 minutes, 20 seconds for me to explain how to do this at the field. The only decisions I made were where to rebury here. One side is done, the other, you can see that's about the distance it should be. It's really easy to inspect. You can measure the berry length. If we, for example, brought up a tape measure, you can see it's a 4-inch. I don't normally do this, I just have my whole splicing kit here. So you can, if you are at a rig, you can measure the berry length someone has, okay? You can measure it on both sides. You can visually inspect this here. This is what the inside of the Brummel looks like. This is what the outside of the Brummel looks like. You can tell, not just here, but when it's rigged, you can tell how big this is. You can tell what the berries are doing. So we're not gonna tape the actual connection at all. We're gonna leave our 2 Brummels out in the center, and we're gonna be able to check up on them with the rig whenever we feel like it. So this is highly inspectable. It takes 5 minutes to do at the anchor. The only tape we used was to hold the loops in place. So we don't even need to redo that every time. All we have to do is take those apart, put them back together, and we switch things.
Sweet.